Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're in a little town just to the south of Blackpool called Lytham St Anne's. Now if you've not heard of this town, it's a beautiful little seaside town, very traditionally English. And if you're having a bit too much of Blackpoolness and you want a bit of peace and quiet, this is a place to come and visit. We're going to go start in the ornamental gardens, check those out, check out the promenade, have a look at the links golf, check out the little boating lake, the splash pool, the paddling pool, the fountains, and then finally check out their pier and also this beautiful beach I'm on. So come on, let's go and have a look.
Yo, Itsajackslife, pack your bags, let's roll. From first class flights to that budget hotel, planes, trains, tourist games, we're on the move. Dropping reviews, making travel smooth. Sky high vibes, tracks down low. Jet set, living everywhere we go. Hit subscribe, take the journey, don't wait. Itsajackslife, adventure's great.
Right, so we're going to start here just on the south promenade, and there's a little beach cafe here to get you going, and you've got these sort of like rolling hills that have all these sort of steps and paths all the way through. On this side we've obviously got the coast road, but up here you get a pretty good view. Obviously you see the sea, little beach huts over there. This is the Little Links golf course, we'll have a look at that in a second, but we're just going to head down here first. We're going to make our way into the ornamental gardens, which unfortunately, due to the time of year, being February, it's all been drained. Presumably they're going to clean it out. But this is normally a nice big lake, and then what's really cool is this bit here is a waterfall, and you can walk under it, and you get some good views under the waterfall. But unfortunately not on today, but a really nice feature if you want to come and have a look in the summertime. You can imagine here all the ducks having a swim round. Also just opposite here is the Grand Hotel, pretty famous hotel around these parts. I've not personally stayed there, but if you have, let me know in the comments. And as you can see here, this is what it's normally like, so at least half of it we can go and have a look. Then this is a bit of a bridge, and normally this is high enough so that you can literally walk across and you're walking over the water. But today it's not quite as exciting because it's only filled halfway. Water's very green. Did they dye it that colour, or is it just all the algae? Who knows? Under the little troll bridge here, past Mr. and Mrs. Mallard. You see, this is where the ducks are having to hang out, in this half of the pool. But if you get bored of the hustle and bustle of Blackpool, and you want a bit of serenity, a bit of peace and quiet, so here just next to it we have kind of a weird play area. It's a really long, thin play area, lots of stuff for the kids to do. And then just over there, before you get to the beach, this is the Little Links golf course, which is like a par 3, sort of a chip and putt sort of scenario. So let's head up here towards, well, ultimately the pier at the ends, but we've got a few things to see along the way. See here as well, this is, I wonder what this is in the summer. Inflatables and water, maybe bouncy castles, trampolines. It's a bit hard to see as well, but actually what's going around the little links is a little miniature railway too. Here's your trampolines. Lots of them. Great place to have a Toby carvery right on the seafront. Get yourself a roast dinner and look at the sea. And next to the little links is a little crazy golf as well. In fact, you can see the railway track better here. This is where your railway track comes round. And you've got your crazy golf course if you don't want to take on the par 3. We're going to head up this way to the outdoor water play, the little splash centre. Obviously closed just because of the time of year. No one wants to get in there in February, but obviously all the parents can sit around the edge, all the kids can play in the splash pool in the middle, stand on the purple pads within the splash zone to activate the water features. Cool, so you can splash yourself. All very entertaining. Maximum capacity 120, seems like a lot. But cool little feature for St Anne's. Shiny new toilets, looks like you have to pay though, it's a shame. Over this side, just next to Toby Carvery, we've got the, ooh, that's a good word, Anatolia Sea View Bar and Restaurant, with a little amusement park underneath. And then the Island Cinemas. And what's really cool is there's a little gift shop and there's a cafe that are former train carts, which are a bit unusual. You don't see these every day, do you? Gift shop, get your rock, fudge sweets, gift souvenirs. And then your station cafe bar with your traditional fish and chips. I've got here a YMCA pool and gym just opposite the cinema. There you go, so there's the lifeboat building, and then you've got this sort of inland lake here. I also do have to very much apologise for my face and how I sound. I am riddled with man flu still, but we're soldiering on through the depths of February. So hopefully I'll be back fit as a fiddle soon, so you're going to have to put up with my voice for much longer. So we just go up here, have a first look at the beach. You can see the tide is really far out today. But a beautiful beach, big beach, and obviously we've got a pier to check out soon as well. St Anne's Pier is really cool. The frontage is very unique, very unusual. So this is the promenade fountain and surrounding gardens. Obviously not looking, well, I was going to say not looking the best, they're actually looking pretty sharp considering the time of the year, February. but I'm sure in the summer they'll be full of flowers and a lot more colour. But it's nice to see the council cares about it and keeps it shipshape even in the off-peak times. Well catered for toilets in there, St Anne's, which is good. What's this? This is the lifeboat memorial. The lives lost since 1886. I actually thought it was a war memorial by the looks of him, but apparently it's the lifeguard memorial. And then through here we go through to the paddling pools. You should be not surprised no one is paddling currently. But again, in the summer, and it's all cleaned up and it's mid-20s, 30s, you might want to have a paddle in there yourself. Caution, please take care of icy conditions. I thought that was going to be because it's fresh paint. It looks freshly painted, but a nice big bandstand. You have to love a Victorian bandstand on a British seaside coastal town, don't you? This is your slipway to get in to your paddling pool. Then this is your entrance to your pier, St Anne's Pier. But before we go check that, we're just going to go up here to check out the Peace Gardens. So this is the next set of gardens. This is the Peace Gardens. A nice big high wall. Is that to make it peaceful? Assume so. We have some sort of memorial in the centre. Let's have a check out, see who this chap is. Who have we got here? Les Dawson. Writer, musician, comedian. I think I've heard of him before. Have you? Let me know in the comments. Looks like the rest of the pier is closed unfortunately today, but you would have a spud hut and a welcome to the view cafe. Still, don't get a bad view from outside today. I didn't do very well. I think I might get one sweep with this amount of tokens. Time to check out the beach. Here's what I like about beaches. As soon as you get on a beach, all the town noise just disappears. The road noise. It goes very tranquil and nice. Even if it is a little windy and cold today. The pier is a pretty unique pier, but it does look like it needs a bit of love. These balconies on the side are falling off a bit, and some of the roofs look like they need updating, which is a shame. I hope they get that fixed. I mean, look, you're not even allowed to walk underneath it anymore, which probably isn't a good sign of structural stuff. Danger, keep out. Some of these posters look a bit wonky. It's a bit scary that I was just walking above it not too long ago. I mean, look at that one. Look how wonky that is. That's not the camera. That's just wonktastic. So you can see there's some new ironwork been put in. It's obviously to give it some extra support. Let's hope it doesn't fall down. And then this bit out here, right at the very end over there, was that an extension of the pier that fell down? Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? I think it maybe used to go out further, and then that might have been where fishermen fish from. You sometimes get that under the edge of the pier, don't you? Let me know down in the comments if that's right, or if I'm wrong. What else is it? I would walk out to it, but I've not really got the right footwear on to get out there today. But here it is, Lytham St Anne's. It's worth a visit all on its own, but if you are in Blackpool and you've got a little bit tired and you want a peaceful day, come down to St Anne's and Lytham's. Thanks everyone for watching, hope you all enjoyed. If you want to see more of my seaside adventures, click the playlist here. And if you want to see some worst rated hotels that I've stayed in up the road at Blackpool, click the playlist here. And please do not forget to subscribe. Thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next one.
Hit subscribe, take the journey, don't wait. It's a Jack's life, adventure's great.